Hey, it's Joe. Welcome back to our journey with the Gospel of St. Mark. Today we are going to land in chapter 3 of the Gospel of St. Mark, and we are going to talk about the power of connections and how those connections in our life can really have a positive impact on us when we view them as Jesus did in the Gospel. So without further ado, let us quiet our minds and hearts and let us listen to St. Mark chapter 3, verses 13 to 19. And he went up on the mountain and called to him those who he had desired, and they came to him. And he appointed 12, whom he also named apostles, so that they might be with him, and he might send them out to preach and have authority to cast out demons. He appointed the 12. Simon, to whom he gave the name Peter, James, the son of Zebedee, and John, the brother of James, that is, the sons of thunder, Andrew, and Philip, and Bartholomew, and Matthew, and Thomas, and James, the son of Alphaeus, and Thaddeus, and Simon, the Canaan, and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. So Jesus certainly did not go to the higher echelons of people in his time and say, listen, you're famous, you're smart, you have the best degrees, and I'm taking you for this mission. He did the opposite. He went for those who were the least likely, those who were the ordinary amongst everyone, for the most important mission of all, which is to carry out his message of Christianity. It reminds me so much of one of my favorite movies when I was growing up, The Dirty Dozen. You may or may not know a little bit about this movie, but Lee Marvin plays a colonel in World War II who is given a mission impossible, 12 convicts to go to a German location and take out this castle where all the German generals kind of went and hung out for partying and whatever else they did there. It's some funny moments along the way in this movie, but there's also some very interesting plot maneuvers that take place, which I will not spoil for you. But what I will tell you is that the Dirty Dozen turn out to be effective. They turn out to be effective because they are called by Lee Marvin, in this case, the colonel, to do a very interesting job, and they do it to the best of their ability because they connect with each other. And so did the apostles that Jesus called in the gospel. They connected first and foremost with each other through their differences of opinion, the way they led their lives, and everything else. They did not let the connection to the mission at hand be compromised by any loss of connection, trivial as it might be, amongst each other. That is the first and most powerful lesson of all in this gospel passage. But the other is for us to realize in our own life. And that is that when we look at those who are mentors to us, who are going to inspire us to higher greatness in any walk of life that has any value at all, we need to look in the same place, to the ordinary, to those who are maybe least likely to be considered to be mentors or inspirational individuals. They are there, they are put into our lives for a reason, and they absolutely have the ability to inspire us. We need to absolutely drop the fascination with the high-profile athletes, the high-profile actors and actresses, government leaders, and alike. Those are not where we are going to find our Dirty Dozen or our apostles. Those would be found in our daily life, along our daily walk, and most likely they're going to be found in those who we differ with a little bit. Those who are maybe shunned by a society, and maybe at one time we did too, but they're going to be the ones that will absolutely be the strongest connections for us and what it is that we want to do in our life. I can speak to this personally with my journey to helping animals. It was certainly, along the way, met a lot of people, a lot of high-profile people, a lot of people, and a lot of animals themselves. And it was certainly the most ordinary, the most least likely, that inspired me then and continue to now. My suggestion for you is to keep your mind and heart always open to these connections. God puts them out there for us for a reason, but it is up to us to find them, to foster them, and to cherish them. Well, my friends, that's my message for you from Mark chapter 3. It was all about the power of connections, and onward we go. I thank you always for following me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next chapter of St. Mark. Take care, everyone.